we just put a clip out there
Mm-hmm.
about the Fed cuts. So I saw you flinch at one of the screens, one of the charts that they had pulled up. So I wanted to play that real quick, and then you can tell me what was going on.
Play it. I'll try not to flinch again. Go ahead.
Okay.
Market. Powell seemingly less concerned than before about the risk of a return to runaway inflation, even though price increases have accelerated over the past 4 months.
So that was the chart where I remember seeing you flinch. So what about the chart or the numbers or the way it was presented made you flinch?
What caused my reaction?
Yeah.
What caused my reaction was my irritation at what I consider bias. And I know all the media outlets do it, and most of the people that are on the media outlets do it. But this particular NBC outlet used the word accelerate for the consumer price index. And it just irritates me because if you look at the chart, I'm gonna break it down month by month.
And we're going over 4 months,
We're going over 4 months, but I'm gonna break it down month by month, and I'm gonna remind the viewers what the consumer price index was since December of 2020. So for the last almost 5 years. But anyway, this particular news person, and I use that term very generically, said that the CPI had accelerated. Look at the numbers. From April to May, we went up 0.04%. From May to June, we went up 0.3%. From June to July, we went up 0.06%. And from July to August, another 0.3%. So for the 4-month period, we went up 0.6%. So I'm sure you're going to say, okay, so what does 0.6% really mean to us?
Yeah, I mean, if you just compare it to my $100. I had $100 today in April. Well, what's the value of it in August?
So if you spend $100 for a basket of goods in April, you checked out, it was exactly $100. If you had the exact same basket of goods, end of August, that same $100 worth of goods would now cost you $100.60.
An extra 60
An accelerated 60 cents. But I'm gonna put this in perspective because I had to dig into end of 2020, consumer price index was 1.2. Don't need to remind you who was in office in 2020 because we're not looking at politics, we're looking at numbers.
Just numbers.
End of 2020, 1.2% was the CPI, the inflation, so to speak. End of 2021, that had grown to 4.7%. Now, I'm not fear-mongering. I said it grew from 1.2 to 4.7. End of 2022, we're now at 8.0.
Wow.
End of 23, we came back down to 4.1.
Okay.
End of 24, again, we came down. We're at 2.9. End of 2024. Look at the chart. August of this year, 2.93. So from end of 2024 to now, 2.93 consumer price index. So it really irritates me because you look from 2020 to 2022, we're up 6.8%, almost a 7% difference. That, my friends, is acceleration.
Now, in that example, can you tell me if I had $100 then versus now with that? What is that difference?
In 2020, that your $100, if you had to spend it in 2022, would have cost you $106.80.
Big difference to my wallet.
10 times as much. $6.80 versus 60 cents. That's acceleration.
That would be acceleration.
So
Ouch.
It just really irritates me that the media bias, when they don't particularly like whoever's in office, and I'm telling you, both sides do it, but in this particular instance, using the word accelerated inflation it's unfair to people who don't actually sit down and look at the numbers. it makes you think, oh my gosh, the sky is falling.
Right.
We're all going to have to.
More of an emergency. It's a situation. It doesn't need to be.
It does not need to be a situation. We have gone up in the last 4 months 0.6%. If you compare it to December 2024, it's 0.03, which means 3 cents per $100.
Wow.
Now, in all fairness, this is cumulative, but when you're looking at rate of inflation as judged by the Consumer Price Index, we did not accelerate. So please calm down. If anybody was sweating it, if anybody was running around with their hair on fire, it's okay. We're only at 2.93. It has not accelerated. It has inched up. Whew, I can
Thanks for
sleep
that
better.
clarification.
So sorry about the flinching. If you've got any comments, if you want to rebut or rebuke anything that I've said, show me your math, because I just took the math that NBC produced and showed its viewers, and then went back and looked at the historical data over the last almost 5 years, and that's my point of view.
Well, thanks for doing that and breaking it down for us. Let us know what you think.
Please.